Hey again. All right, so today I want to talk to you about meal planning. So for me, the most helpful thing I can do is to have my meals planned for the week. For me, exercising isn't the hard part. I like to exercise. I know where to fit it into my day. It's 30 minutes, I get it done. Bada bing, bada boom, I move on, it's done. The hard part for me is nutrition. And I think for a lot of you, a lot of us, nutrition is the hardest part. So I want to talk about meal planning and give you a couple of resources for some recipes. So when I plan out my meals for the week, I sit down. I'm going to show you kind of a sample of what I do. But I sit down with a pen and paper. I write out how many of each container I get for each day. And then as I go through my meals, I count those down to make sure that I have the correct number. And I plan my dinners around, what I eat the rest of the day, and then I know what I have left for dinner. And I know that many of you have families and children, husbands, and this is gonna be hard. It's hard when you're making a lifestyle change and they're not, and they it's not their choice, and you're the one that makes the meals and feeds the kids, and that can be very challenging. I know when I first joined, it was a different nutrition plan. It was before I had any clue about Beachbody. I joined a nutrition plan that was somewhat similar, kind of had the same idea, but a lot of their recipes tasted like cardboard, honestly. A lot of them had ingredients I didn't know. When I would cook, like I was just learning how to cook anyways, and so I'm like all excited to like make dinner for Brian, and then we go to eat it and it has zero flavor and I have to choke it down. He's definitely not going to eat it. So the one thing that I like about Beachbody is they have a ton of recipes that have the portions and the containers already set for you. So you know when you eat one portion of, let's say, steak tacos, that you're going to get a half a red and one yellow or whatever it might be. It's broken down on the recipe. So I'm going to show you where to find those. And I would highly suggest that when you're just starting out that you, and even once you're not, they're great recipes. They have a lot of flavor. They use a lot of seasonings to give it a lot of flavor, not fat and sugar. So I would stick to these recipes. I think they're great for you to start with, and even when you know what you're doing, they're so helpful just to have the container count. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you a sample of one of my like a daily meal plan. So I'm going to turn this around. This is my plan for a day. So you can see up here at the top, I wrote down, I know I need 3 green containers, which is veggies, 2 purple, which is fruit, 4 reds, which is protein, 2 yellows, which is carbs, blue is your healthy fat, orange is your seeds, nuts and seeds, and dressing, and then I get 2 teaspoons of like nut butter. So for breakfast every day, I pretty much have got it narrowed down to what I like for breakfast, and I eat the same thing every day. So I have 1 red container of yogurt, a half a yellow container of granola, and I make my own granola, so I know what's in it, and it is a Fix8 out of the Fix8 cookbook that I get my recipe, and then I have a half a pear. I split that with Bo. So when I write this down, then I go back up here and I check off. Okay, so I cross out the 4 and I'm down to 3 reds left for the day. And then the granola, I cross out the 2 and I know I have 1.5 left for my day. And then the half a pear or half a purple is over here. So I cross it out, I'm down to 1.5. Then I go down to my snacks. So I like to have almonds and string cheese. So the almonds is 1 orange container. So that's my orange for the day. And then the string cheese is a blue. And so that's my blue for the day. So I cross those off. Then for lunch, that's when I usually have my shake. I have kind of revived my shake recipe lately, but so the Shakeology counts as 1 red, even though it has so much more in it, it just counts as 1 protein. Berries, I am no longer putting berries in my shake, but then I was. So now I do a full banana instead of a half a banana, so that counts as 1 purple. Spinach, I do 1 green container full, and then I do 8 ounces of almond milk, so that is half a yellow. So then I come back up here and I check off the Shakeology, the red. Now we're down to 2 reds, 1 purple, so I'm down to a half, and the spinach, 1 green, so that's, I have 2 greens left, and then the almond milk is a half a yellow, so I'm down to 1 yellow left. Then I have my celery and peanut butter for my afternoon snack, which counts as a green, so I have 1 green left, and then my 2 teaspoons of peanut butter. And then for dinner, I have two samples here. So for the chicken with potatoes and tomatoes, that's 1 meal that I do, or chicken with sweet potato and kale stew. But those each are 1.5 reds, 1 yellow, and 1 green. So that takes up the rest of my containers for the day. So that's just an easy way for me to kind of lay it all out, add up what containers I'm using, and make sure that I'm getting the correct amount, and to have a plan for the whole week. So I keep my breakfast, snacks, and lunch pretty consistent. And then it's really just having to find a dinner that matches the containers that I need. Or if I find a dinner that I really want, then I can adjust what I eat throughout the day to match my containers. So now I want to tell you about the recipes and resources. So if you go to teambeachbody.com, so that's just the main Beachbody website, you'll see here they always have these blog posts. They always have 3 up here that they kind of are highlighting for the day, or a few days they'll be up there. Often there are meal plan or meal prep blog entries, and there are a ton of these meal prep blogs. So this one is for 1,200 to 1,500 calories, and they say that you can do your meal prep for the whole week in 90 minutes or less. And when you scroll down, it shows you what you're going to eat every day for breakfast, lunch, dinner, your snacks, and then they give you the instructions and the recipes of how to make it or how to prep it for the week, so that you have it all made, you have it all in containers, and all you have to do is heat it up and eat it throughout the week. So that's very, very detailed meal prep along with the recipes. Also, so if you just want to go and search for recipes, there are recipes over here that you can click on. And then you can choose by whatever kind of recipe you're looking for. So if you're looking for a dinner, click on dinners. And it has tons and tons and tons of different recipes under the dinner section that you can look into. Also, you can do a search up here. So let's say you want to make tacos. So we'll do a search with tacos. And then let's do the steak taco with red peppers and onions. So it's not always like all chicken and, you just have to eat chicken salads every day. It's not like that at all. I mean, it's real food. It's food you would normally eat. It's good. It's not, their recipes are pretty simple. So you can see it's like the flank steak, chili powder, salt, olive oil, red onion, red bell pepper, corn tortillas, lime. It's all ingredients that you would normally cook with. Simple instructions. And then down here it shows you the portions. So this is the best part. So it shows you for the different programs, but I think all of us will be following the 21-day fix or portion fix nutrition plan. So it shows you if you eat 1 taco, then you get to count it as 1 green, 1 yellow, a half a red, and 1 blue orange container. So it makes it so simple to kind of go to the website, look at these recipes, plan your meals for the week, and then count your containers. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that you're not completely overwhelmed. The nutrition plan really is pretty simple once you get into it. It's kind of overwhelming at the beginning, I know it is, but just take some time, sit down, look through recipes, and plan out your week. All right, I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.